inda zabo canke ibyo bifuza. Narabaye muri ibyo bintu, nibuka nkora ahantu nakunda akazi cyane, nafite abagenzi benshi cyane, bakanjana no muri lunch, bakangura n'ikawa, koko abagenzi. Mvuye muri ako kazi ndarindira ko ari umuntu na telefone ndabura, mpamagara umugenzi mubwira ni koko abantu babibonye ni wa telefone kandi muzi ko ntagikora hajya. Umugenzi anje ambwira ngo ujya ubwo nibwo bakunda wowe bakunda ibyo wari ufite. Ugatangara koko tiye banjana muri lunch bangura ikawa barabagenzi koko. Ubwo nifuza ko twiyumvira iyo Yesu yatevye nko yoba yatevye kwishura amasengesho yacu, ukabona nta kigenda, ubwo tumugira nk'aho bagenzi bavuga tuti bwo Mana yaranyibagiye ntabwo yishura, ugasanga twaretse no gusenga. Ubwo none ubugenzi bwacu n'Imana bwari buhagaze gusa kubyo aduha. Ubwo twamukunda kuko ari yadupfiriye ku musaraba, ubwo ntabwo bikwiye. Ubwo ntabwo twirinde kuba abagenzi baza gusenga Imana kubera ibyo yaduha. Umwana wawe yagukunda kubera ibyo umuha, bikubaza mutima. Umugenzi yagukunda gusa kubera ibyo umuha, byakubaza mutima. Koko umugenzi we cyangwa umugenzi y'ibyo aguha nico kimwe n'Imana. So that's really what we need to understand. Our relationship with God. Do we love God for what He provides for us? Or when He seems not to answer our prayers, do we put Him on hold? Say, I don't think I have time for you any longer. Can we love God for who He is? Can we love Jesus for who He is? He laid His life on the cross for us. Is that sufficient? Can we trust Him? But in any case, we should know why we should be friends of God. We should be friends of God because He became our friends while we were sinners. He died for us, laid His life on the cross, and some of us still rescuing us everywhere, every time. And I learned to be thankful in those things that we don't even see. Nibaza yuko Yesu twamukunda kuko yadupfiriye ku musaraba. Bamwe muri twebwe n'uwo aracyatufasha aracyatubonekera, kandi none nibyo naho twa tutabibona, numvise ngo washimira Imana kubyo utabona, ko kenshi iturinda ibyago byinshi tutabona. Twamwizera kandi yuko azi yatishuye uko tubishaka, iyo niyo nyishu. Ubwo Yesu nta rimwe atishura. When God doesn't answer our prayer, we think He didn't answer our prayer. That's the answer. Didn't hear my brother, my sister, my mom? That's the answer. Can I trust Him? I still remember when my mom passed away. And I've been praying for my mom to be healed. And I was told that God answered your prayer. He didn't answer the way I wanted it, but He has the master plan. Igihe mama yitaba, narasenze ngo akize mama. Yitabye, hari umuntu yambwiye ati ubwo Imana yamukijije yishuye, ngo ntabwo yamukijije uko yifuza. Mugabe ko Imana yabona binini ibona n'ibyo ntabona, ubwo kumbure yanyereka nayishima ko yabona ibyo je ntabona. If God had to reveal to me why he took mom and where mom is at, I was going to be grateful. So I should trust him. We should be the friend of God no matter what. And this is Mary Magdalene. In Luke, I think 7:47. Can you look for Luke? Luke 7:47, I believe. I read, therefore, I tell you, her many sins have been forgiven, for she loved much. But he who has been forgiven little loves little. Ubwo tumvise ko Mariya Magdalena Yesu yavuze ati ubwo umuntu yababariwe byinshi akunda byinshi cyane, akunda cyane. Mugo wabariwe bike akunda bike, akunda gato. So Mary Magdalena, she took an expensive perfume and washed Jesus' feet. And washed Jesus' feet with her hair. You know that hair is precious for women. At least for African women. Because you need at least $100 to braid your hair. Hey guys, that's a reality in America. In America, you spend at least $100 to braid your hair. Maybe that's why my wife didn't braid her hair this week. No, I'm serious. And hair is a really personal, important part of the lady. Eh? Maria Magdalena afata imishatsi ye, afata amaparfum, amavuta azimvye, ayasesa ku maguru ya Yesu. Amwoza Yesu n'imishatsi ye. And this is what Judah said. Judah can whine however he wants. He said, we could have used this money to feed the poor. And I can see Jesus say, leave her alone. That's what we read. That's why we read what we read in Luke 7. Ubwo rero Judah, ko Judah yemeze nka minister of finance, yarabye amahera y'abatumwa, ati none iyo parfum kweyisheshe akayitwara gushobora kwigurisha amahera menshi tukagaburira abakene. Wese avuga niwumva Yesu avuga ati wamureka. Mary Magdalena, she knew her testimony. She would tell you, you have no idea. I give it all for my Lord. I will give it all for my Lord. Sometimes people might not understand why you cross the city coming to a tiny small church. You're not coming for the church. You're coming for your Jesus. Because you know what you know. You know what you know. You know your testimony. You know what Jesus did for you. You know that he gives you peace where nobody can give you peace. Not even your husband. Not even your wife. Muzi Magdalena avuga ati mwe ntabwo uzi ibyanje. Ntuzi ibyo Yesu yangiriye. Reka iyo parfum amavuta nyasese. Hari abantu batazatahura igituma ushobora gufata basi, ushobora kuzinduka uje muri kanisa, ukaza no muri kanisa ntoya. Kubwo ntabwo waje kuraba Pastor Joseph. Naje waje muri kanisa, waje kubera uzeje Yesu wawe. Uzi ibyo yakugiriye. Uzi ko n'umwana wawe n'umugabo wawe n'umugore wawe atamuntu ashobora kuba amahoro Yesu aguha. uti ngiye n'umugenzi wa Yesu zamuha byose. How to be a friend of God? We can be friends of God by our obedience and our faith in Him. And let me give two illustrations. I will take one from the Old Testament and the second in the New Testament. Abraham was a friend of God. Abraham will communicate with God. Abraham will receive his instruction from God, said to go. And God will need to tell him where he's going. And he's taking Abraham to the promised land. You will read the scripture and see Abraham paging for his nephew Lot. He's having a conversation with God. Because they are friends. Friends talk. Friends commune. How often do we communicate with our God? How often do you talk to Him? Say, Lord, my job or my family, can you heal? Can you soften the heart of my nephew? Can you get me a job, this kind of job? He's real. He's a real God. He is a real God. You hear me? It's a reality. Amen. I give you a personal testimony. I heard my wife praying for a specific job when we moved here from Canada. She said, Joseph, I asked God to give me a perfect job, a job that will allow me to be with my family, a job that will be a blessing, because I have to be specific with my Lord. Amen. I'm like, wow. Guess what? Sure enough, my wife had a job at Service Source after like 6 months in America. And I told her, I said, you haven't even paid your dues. How do you have a job as a senior? She made more money than I made. She was making like $50-some thousand, and she still had only a green card. And I was here for almost more than 10 years. And I'm like, what happened? You just got here. She said, I asked God. Amen. I was specific. Amen. And guess what? God gave her a job. She's here. Service Source is down the road. She had a job working for the company with Canada. She had a Canadian number. She worked in Denver, working in French. That's the God who's a reality, a friend. Amen. And people will ask her, are you back in Canada? Because they see a Canadian number. She's like, no, I'm in Denver. That's our friend. Ubwo rero twabonye Abraham yari umugenzi w'Imana. Abraham, Imana yamubwira ati genda hariya nzokwereka. Na nubwo imubwiye haroye. Abraham akagenda agiye aho Imana yamwemereye. Twabananye gusoma tukumva Abraham Imana imusabye ngo atange umuhungu we w'ikinege. Umuhungu yarindiriye gushika no mu myaka ikuze. Ambwira ngo muhe umwana wawe. Abraham ntabwo aharira. Ati genza Imana ibyizi ntabyonzi ndayizera ko n'umugenzi wanjye. Abraham atwara umuhungu we agira camwice. Imana ambwira ati nabonye kuri umugenzi koko. Nabonye kunyizera bireke. Let's see where Abraham, Jesus, you know, God told him, he said, Abraham, give me your son. Give me your son. And Abraham didn't argue. A son the only son he had, and had waited for so long. Abraham didn't argue. He said, if God wants me to kill my son, he can resurrect him. He knows what he's doing. And let's read. Sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham. And Abraham said, here I am. They have a conversation. He replied. Then God said, take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and loaded his donkey. He took with him 2 of his servants and his son Isaac. And then when you skip, you go to 12, I believe. He said, don't lay a hand on the boy, he said. Let God. Don't do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have no hurt from me, your son, your only son. That's a friend you can trust. Even us and at our level, as human beings, if you have a faithful friend, like we saw in the first category, if you have 2 of them, you are lucky. You are blessed. You are blessed. And I tell you, God is trying to build us to know what is friendship. He said, may your yes be yes, no be no. More so, he wants us to be his friends. And let's see now the New Testament, a friend of God, John. And you can look in 19, you can check, you can read the scripture in 19:25-27. John, the beloved apostle of Jesus. John, I think John was maybe one of the youngest disciple. So he was on fire for you young people. He was on fire for Jesus. He's always next to Jesus. And the funny story is, I remember at one point when you read the scripture where, Jesus is telling Peter what's going to happen to him. Jesus was real. He had a friendship with his buddies, with his disciples. And Peter will say, what about him? What about John? You have the disciples, you have those who are really close to Jesus, and Peter is being told what coming up for him. He's like, yes, I heard you, Jesus. So what about him? What about him? So they were really friends. And Jesus will say, of course, mind your business, So do you have that kind of friendship with Jesus? When you will commune, you will communicate with him. Ubwo rero tubona Yesu n'abatumwa be bari abagenzi. Hakaba umutumwa umwe Yohana, John, yari umugenzi cyane wa Yesu. Kukuntu niyo uriko urasoma Bibiliya, ubona hari ahantu Yesu yariko arabwira abatumwa, abwira Pierre ibizamushikira. Pierre abwira Yesu, mwego nabyumvise ibizamushikira. Ngo none uyowe. Shaka ko mutahura ukuntu Yesu afite abagenzi, abatumwa be, hariho n'abari bamwegereye cyane kuruta. Nka John. Murazi ko mukunda cyane, nibyo yashaka kuvuga. Murazi ko mukunda cyane, nawe bizamushikira gute? Ubwo Yesu amubwira ngo warabi ukura ibyawe. Ubwo rero twaba turi abagenzi ba Kristo, ukuntu tumwegereye, tuyaga nawe, n'umugenzi adahemuka. Jesus is a faithful God. And let me just go through it, And can we read the scripture? Now that we have it on the screen. John 19:25-27. Near the cross, can we all read together? Okay. Near the cross of Jesus stood his mother.
his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of